The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The president publicly took sides with Russia against the U.S. government today.
You have been watching perhaps one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president.
It's time for Americans to be out on the streets and to speak up.
Mr. Putin now is the master puppeteer of Donald Trump.
I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was weak.
Americans have never seen a president of the United States support an adversary the way President Trump has supported President Putin.
There are questions that we could see resignations. We'll see about that. We'll see how long-lasting this is. It was probably the low point of the presidency so far.
Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. Where are these people? They should be surrounding Trump, supporting Trump. This is ridiculous. What Trump was saying, I'm sure he didn't articulate it well. He looked tired. He looked like he was he just looked like he was exhausted, and he didn't articulate well. What he was trying to say was, why the hell would I trust any information that I'm getting about Putin? The same people who lied to me, the same people who lied, like Clapper from the NSA. We're getting this information from the NSA, and they lied in front of Congress.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
No, really. That's all they do is collect information. He lied in front of Congress. This is the same NSA that is saying that Putin interfered with the election. Now, I'm sure he did. But Trump doesn't have any concrete information. He said, well, but it's coming from the NSA. Oh, really? Matter of fact, even Feinstein had to come out when Clapper lied, and everybody knew he was lying. She had to come out and make an excuse.
You can misunderstand the question. This is one of the dilemmas.
What do you mean, misunderstand the question? Another one of these mistakes? A mistake is when you go left instead of right. A mistake is you accidentally put coffee and sugar that you normally don't take. These aren't mistakes. Clapper is a liar. He lied. And she came in and said, well, this is a mistake. He didn't understand the question. Let's listen to the question.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
What was so hard about that question? Understand? But we have Feinstein, who's the head of the NSA, okay, who oversees it, her Congress, her position to oversee it. My point is, these are liars. These are the same liars that are trying to impeach the president. They're trying to put fake evidence around the president that he's in collusion with Putin and Russia. They're trying to set him up. I mean, these are the worst people in the world. And you think he is going to sit there and trust the FBI?
What's the it?
Chairman Gotti.
Stop it. Chairman Gotti, that text needs to be taken in the context of which
I'm asking, who did you mean by it?
Mr. Gotti, as I've stated, that text was written late at night. I don't recall writing that text. What I can tell you is that text in no way suggested that I or the FBI would take any action to influence the candidacy of
Agent
candidate
Strzok,
Trump.
that is a fantastic answer to a question nobody asked.
Yep.
I mean, oh, yeah, we're going to make sure that the president, that doesn't become, that we're going to stop him. We're going to stop, whatever he said, we're going to stop him. Really? Oh, he was tired. He didn't mean that. It was tired. It was late at night. The wrong words.
There are differences in their testimony. In many cases, she admits that the text messages mean exactly what they say, as opposed to Agent Strzok, who thinks that we've all misinterpreted his own words on.
So Lisa Page agrees that's what it meant. They're going to stop him. So my point is, was Trump really wrong? Here he is. He's the leader of the free world. He's dealing with a president of Russia who has nuclear weapons, many as we have, and he's going over there to try to put together some kind of relationship. Now you can't. I'm sure when he's sitting with Putin, he brought it up, but Putin said, "Where's your evidence?" Just like Trump keeps saying to the FBI. Department of Justice, where's your evidence against me? You said I colluded. It's been 2 years. There's no evidence. So Trump is going to sit there in front of Putin and do the same thing and say to Putin, well, here's what you did. We got you. He's going to say, where's the evidence? Where are the servers? There's no servers. This is a bunch of nonsense. They're all, isn't it funny how they forget the great things that he has done since he's been president? They forget how fast they forget. And they want the president to rely on the very people, the very agencies who are trying to double-cross him, who are working towards impeaching him, who's lying about collusion, who put together or putting a dossier together that was fake. Oh, but he's supposed to rely on these same people and say to Putin, boy, we're going to come after you next time you screw around with us in our elections. Give me a break. He did the right thing.
Let me begin by saying that, once again, the full faith and support for America's intelligence agencies. I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. And I realize that there is a need for some clarification. It should have been obvious. I thought it would be obvious, but I would like to clarify just in case it wasn't. In a key sentence in my remarks, I said the word would instead of wouldn't. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why it wouldn't be Russia. So,
yeah, he should just say nothing. He should just come out. If he's going to say anything at all, he should just come out and say, listen, and play the clip like I'm doing. Play the clip of Clapper, head of the NSA. They're the ones that say Putin is involved. So he should come out and say, why would we be so lucky to think that the NSA would be truthful in this situation when they weren't truthful in front of Congress? They're not truthful with me. They're trying to put me into an impeachment situation. So, no, I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust, because look who represents the FBI. Lisa Page. Look who represents the FBI. Strzok. Look who represents the NSA. Clapper. All liars. And you want me to attack Putin. And I don't even have, we can't, and the FBI and the DNC are still hiding the servers. No, I think this is ridiculous. Enough of this. Let's get back to work. This is crazy. Why don't we talk about the banks? Why don't we talk about why this stock market is going to crash? And why I think I'm the only one that will be saying to you 3 to 4 to 5 weeks before it crashes, get ready, and I'll be right on the money. I'm going to explain why this stock market, since 2008, is ready to start a crash. Talk about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
if you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. It is ridiculous, the heat they're putting on this president. It is ridiculous when we have more important things to talk about. We have never, our banks have never been fixed. The stock market that rallied since 2008, we rallied about 160%. Do you remember? And then the market crashed. We had two crashes, the dot-com crash and the housing financial crash. Both rallied about 160%, and they both dropped about 55%. Are you kidding me? But remember, when they both rallied, they rallied for the right reasons. They rallied because actual foreign money was being invested in the stock market. U.S. money was being put into the stock market. And when both of them collapsed, especially in the in the financial crash, it was the banks that led the way. It was the banks led the way because they didn't put enough money aside in reserves for bad loans. Oh, but then they tell us they fixed it. They're lying. They never fixed it. But I want you to think about this for a moment. If you look at a chart and see where the rally, the dot-com rally, where it stopped, and then you look where it crashed, and then where it started up again, the housing and financial rally stopped. They both stopped at the same point, and they both dropped about the same amount. The QE, we're in what we call the QE rally, the QE con, or let's call it the stock buyback con. By the end of 2013, the market hit the same point as it did the peak of the 2000 and the dot-com crash around 2000, 2001. Hit the same peak. Hit the same peak when we had the same peak around 2008. Both the same peak, and then now, after the 2008 crash, about the end of 2013, we're at that same peak. So all three reached that same peak. But this market didn't crash. When it hit this peak this time, why did the other two crash? Why did the other two sell off about 58% after both of them went up about 130%? But this one went up 130% and kept going. So both markets dropped about 54%. Let's use that number. Both markets rallied about 130%, dropped 54%. So the third market, the one we're in right now, when it was up 130%, it should have stopped dropping because we had the same exact reasons. Because inflation turned to deflation. That's why. And the banks aren't really solvent. So what happened? Why did it keep going up? Why did it go up 270%? The other two rallies were up about 130%, say 140%, but this rally goes up 270%? What the hell is driving the market 270% when the other two were driven 130% each before they collapsed 57%? It's fraud. It's called stock buybacks. It wasn't the difference between the two other rallies and crashes. Those rallies were caused by foreign money coming in. Those rallies were caused by U.S. investment money coming in. Real money was coming into the market. When this market should have corrected itself back in, we use 2014, it kept going up because of fraud. It went up because of stock buybacks, because they kept printing money. They printed the market didn't go up the rest of the way because we had European investors or we had U.S. investors. We had a printing machine that printed money. And then they gave that printed money to the banks, to the insurance companies, to the hedge funds for free and said, go buy stocks. You see the difference? So we had a rally going up 270 or 280%. But it was going up not because of European money coming in, not because U.S. money coming in, but because of printed money coming in. It's all free money, 0% interest. Keep buying stocks. It's all fake, much different than the other two. So when this market's ready to collapse, it's going to go down so fast. This market's going to go down about 60%, 70%. These stocks are overbought by 70%. Any dope can see this. Banks. Citigroup's up 34% so far this year. Goldman Sachs up 43%. Morgan Stanley's up 84%. JP Morgan's up 100%. BAC's up 108%. These banks, these are banksters. These are bankster gangsters. These stocks are all up for the wrong reason. And what are we doing with these banks? We're still helping them. We just gave them we just printed $170 billion and gave it to them to go buy their own stocks. Keep buying your own stocks. What are you, nuts? Then we even did a fake stress test. You talk about theater. Powell, a Wall Street guy. He's our new Fed chief. He lies to us. The man's a liar. He comes in, I did a bank stress test like no other. Like no other. He called the new stress test the most successful post-crisis innovation for bank regulations yet. What a liar. So what happened? Take the 5 largest banks. We have 5,800 banks. Insured, federally insured. Just 5 banks. Remember, the 5,800 banks have $17 trillion in assets. 5 banks control 45% of the $17 trillion. Well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with these bank stocks, how we're going to make money, and if you're with me, you're going to get out in time.
For more information on this show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
People feel richer and they have jobs. Why wouldn't they love the economy right now?
The economy is booming and incomes are rising.
It's the fundamentals are as strong as they've ever been.
You know, I love when they say incomes are rising. Incomes are not rising. Not when you take inflation. Not when you take a wage going up 2.2% for a year, but your insurance is going up 25%. What are you, nuts? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Look, I think this stock market, I want you to picture this market. I want you to picture 3 bubbles. The previous bubbles, the dot-com bubble, the housing financial bubble, they both went up to the same height. They both rallied about 130%, stopped. And they both dropped 57% and stopped. Now we have a third rally called the dot-com, or called the QE rally. where they're printing money and giving this free money to the banks, the hedge funds, the insurance companies to go out and buy their own shares of their company. Totally different than the two other bubbles that institutions were investing real money. Europeans were investing real money. Nobody printed money to give the institutions that money to go invest in the dot-com or the housing financial con. Nobody printed money for the Europeans. They came over with their own money. So take those two rallies, let's say 130% each, with real money. Now let's take this new rally, the third rally. They went up 275% with no money. No investments. No money was coming in for investing. Europe didn't come over to invest money. Most of the money came from printing and then giving companies that printed money and say, buy your own shares. What are you, nuts? When you buy your own shares, when you have fewer shares outstanding and you take your earnings or your profits and spread them over lower shares, that means your earnings, or let's say your profits, look a lot better than they are. It creates an illusion. And then the stock prices go down. It's all fake. So we have this whole 275% rally on printing and printing of money. But think about it. But this rally is up 275% compared to 130% on the other two rallies. That doesn't smell like a crash? So we made a lot of money on the way up, but we're going to make even more money on the way down. And it's easy to know when this market is going to collapse. You're going to see the money coming out. And I say this to you every day, beg you to become a gang member. I tell you every day, I have a chart that I designed. I came up with the algorithms, which shows when the institutions, the hedge funds, the insurance companies, and the banks are pulling the money out, and it turns red. Look, I'm not going to go over all the reasons why the stock market's going to collapse. I just gave you the main reason. Because this time the market went up 275% without money coming in as investment. It came in as printed money to buy their own shares. Isn't that enough? Okay, I'll give you another one. Flattening of the yield curve. The last 7 times we had the 10-year Treasury, think of it this way. When the 10-year Treasury is at, let's just make it easy. 10-year Treasury stays at 10%, and the 5-year and the 2-year Treasury is at 2%. Now, that's good. That means things are healthy. But then when the 2-year starts climbing up from 2 to 9, and the 10-year hasn't moved, and the 2-year almost is equal to it, that tells you we're going to have a recession. And every time it's done that, in the last 7 times, we had a recession and we've had a crash. That's called the flattening of the yield curve. That's happening. We don't have wage growth. They lie to us every day and tell us we got wage growth. We don't have wage growth. They lie every day about wage growth. Listen.
Obviously, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, this quintet of stocks, and if you throw in Netflix, is responsible for something like 71% or 90% of the gains. Does that worry you?
Right. Well, it doesn't necessarily worry me. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at rising wages.
Wages aren't rising. They got the numbers wrong. You take the 4 FANG stocks. The S&P so far this year is up 3%. 45% of the 3% is 4 stocks. Isn't that ridiculous? 4 stocks? It's like the banks. We have 5,800 banks, publicly traded banks, insured banks. They, as an aggregate, have $17 trillion in assets, but only 5 banks control the $17 trillion. That's pretty bad. 5 banks control $17 trillion of 5,800 other banks? And you got 4 stocks. The stock market's up 275%. A rally at 275, and 4 stocks are responsible for 45% of that rally? Are you nuts? So we got a wonderful opportunity here. We got the biggest fake rally in history. We've been right now in a correction territory. On January 16th, I said the market was going to start correcting, and I gave a time frame of about 2 weeks out. 2 weeks later, the market corrected. It dropped 11%. I've never seen a market. It dropped 11%, and it has not retraced all the way back. The last 5 times that has happened, the most that it would take to retrace back was about 100 days. We're now, 145 days. That's the longest period ever for a retracement. That means there's no money coming into the market. Why do you think they're printing $170 billion to get to the banks to buy their own shares to push the bank stocks up? So what I want you to do is follow me. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang now, and then you follow me with these bank stocks. They're going to do everything they can to push these bank stocks higher and higher and higher. They're going to look what they did. They took the stress test, and they cheated on the stress test. The 5 banks couldn't pass the 2 banks. Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley last week failed the stress test. Remember what the stress test is about. We have 5 banks, the biggest banks. The stress test is to prove they have enough money set aside for reserves. So unlike the last crash, when they didn't have enough money set aside for reserve, you and I had to bail them out. So this time, they said they were going to make the stress test even more rigid. They're even going to have to put more money in the bank, so in case they fail, that we don't have to bail them out again. They'll have enough money set aside for reserves. Well, guess what? Morgan Stanley's, Goldman Sachs failed. They failed their stress test. They don't have enough money aside. Do you think Powell made them go in and put enough money in? No. They didn't even mark him as a fail. They didn't even mark him as a failed. And they let him stand. So here's 2 banks, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, right now, if the market collapsed, don't have enough money in their reserve for bad loans. We're right back to it. So Powell then announces the stress tests were the most rigorous in history when he lets 2 of the 5 banks fail the stress test, and he doesn't come back to them and say, wait a minute, you failed. You better put more money in your bank, more reserves. He didn't do it. He gave him a pass. We are setting up for the most perfect end rally. Remember, before markets crash, sometimes it'll take 6 months, 8 months before a market crashes. You have a biggest and the boldest rally right before they crash. Please join me. Follow the bank stocks with me. Follow the gold stocks with me, because the dollar is going to collapse, because they've been lying about this economy, starting with wages. All we hear about is how great wages are. No, wages aren't. We had no wage growth. Where's the wage growth? There's no wage growth. Our wages are right where they were 15 years ago, adjusted for inflation. These bank stocks, join now and follow me on these bank stocks. You'd be so happy you did.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock, and during the day something happens, and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody, and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. Bill Bunkley, a friend and colleague, has been diagnosed with cancer. Bill has contributed so much to our community over the years as host of Faith Talk here at Salem Communication. Bill is now putting his faith in you. Bill needs to raise $30,000 for medical procedures. So please, go to philsgang.com, where I have posted a link for Bill's GoFundMe page. Please remember Bill in your prayers.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil's Gang. You hear me talk about my video group. These are folks who don't have any time to learn. I do the actual investing for them. I do a video 3 times a day. All I do is follow what I do. As a result, if you were a gang member from January, we now have a 16% return for my video group. Join my gang, philsgang.com. If you're busy, it's a perfect solution.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. That's a number that will change your financial life, because I will be telling you when to get out of your stock. Many people have made some money in a 401k, but you'll never get out of that 401k in time. The last 2 market crashes, you never got out in time. You always gave your money back, because they're not going to call you to tell you to get out. You're always calling them asking what we should do. Don't you always call and try to get through them? What should we do? With me, you don't have to worry about that. Weeks before this market corrects, I will have my gang out, because my chart is I've never seen it wrong. Never seen it wrong. I got 42 years of experience goes in that chart, 72 years of my life into that chart. Been doing this a long time. And we don't listen to the peg ratios. Here, listen to this. Listen how they try to impress people. Listen to this nonsense. Listen to this dope.
I do think that CAT is worth a look here, because it's down 12%. It trades at about 13 times forward estimates. It almost yields 3%. So I think there's upside to margins.
With CAT at 11 times earnings, a PEG ratio of 0.6, I like the entry price here.
Boy, they try to impress you. PEG ratio 0.6. All they're talking about is he's correlating, he's trying to get to a perfect correlation between the market value and the projected earnings growth. Okay, and it's assigning a PEG ratio value. So if you take a PEG ratio value of 1 to a stock, and think of it this way, PEG ratio is higher than 1, that's a bad stock. So he's saying it's 0.6, so he's saying it's a good stock. But who the hell can project the earnings growth when there's no more earnings growth? It's all stock buybacks. It's a bunch of nonsense. You want to believe what they tell you? Instead, take Caterpillar, do what we did. Do what my gang members do at Caterpillar. When Caterpillar, we saw the banks, the big banks, we saw the big insurance companies, the big institutions pulling their money out, the big 401ks and the big pensions pulling their money out of 401k. It turned red, and it dropped. It dropped from 100 and dropped 16%. So my gang, okay, following me, using my chart, identifying money was pulling. They didn't have to know about a peg leg. They didn't have to know about a peg in their eye. They didn't have to know about peg ratios. They didn't have to know about, what'd she say? Oh, an upside margin. Got upside to a margin. She don't even know what a margin is. She wouldn't know what a margin is if she tripped over it. They do all this talk to impress you. They think you sit on the world's longest stupid bench. And they try to take parking space in your head because they know that most people have a herd mentality. If they can get out there and talk some fancy talk, they think, oh, he knows a lot. He's on TV. I should follow him. No, follow me, okay? Follow me with my chart. And after 4 weeks, just judge me by my performance. See if you're doing better. If you're not, then get rid of me. You invested $39.95 in yourself. Invest $39.95 in yourself. That's all you have to do before you waste it on anything else. And then all I ask is once you start making money, please remember St. Jude and send money to St. Jude. Okay? That's all I ask. Look, it works. It works. And right now, we know that this market, think common sense. As I let off this afternoon in my radio show, I want you to think about this. Please think about this. If this doesn't make common sense, then I'm not going to be able to convince you. The first rally, the dot-com rally, went up approximately about 130% before it corrected and dropped 57%. The second one, the housing financial rally, went up 130% before it corrected about 59%. But this rally went up 130, then went up to 270%. How the hell did it get up to 270%? Because what they did is cheated. The big institutions, the 1 percentile, the 0.5% of the 0.5 percentile, who own Congress, who own the Federal Reserve, they decided to become very, very wealthy, and they're going to do it through the stock market. And they were going to make people pretend, or they're going to convince people that they think are sitting on a stupid bench, that the market is the economy. And by printing and printing and printing all this money, and they're going to move that market up artificially 270%, then at the same time tell, oh, look at the economy, wages are up. No, they're not up. That's a lie. A typical American family makes less than the typical family did 15 years ago. It's not a lie. Look, the reason why the economy's not growing and the reason why we had in the June jobs report 145 part-time jobs. But guess what? We lost 89,000 full-time jobs. Because here's what's going on. Consumption is everything. Our economic GDP growth, how much we grow each quarter, everybody's saying we're going to go to 3%, 5%, all lying to you. Our growth is the same now as it was in 2008. 70% of that economic GDP growth, and they tell you we're going to go to 3%, 5% for the year, that comes from consumption. Well, where does consumption come from? Wages. You got to have wage increases. Well, they're not putting money into, CEOs are not taking their profits and plowing it back into their company to increase productivity, to increase wages. They're keeping the money themselves, putting it into their pocket, and that whole 270% rally. Where'd all that money go? It went into their pockets. That's where the money went, through stock buybacks. They got very, very wealthy. So this is going to be a tremendous rally. In the next 6 weeks to 6 months, I'm telling you, always before a crash, you have one of the best rallies ever, because the retail customers who don't know what they're doing, they always get in at the very last. They always get in at the wrong time. And right now, the stocks that they are going to push like hell are going to be the bank stocks. We just bought Citigroup today. We bought, and with Citigroup, we bought it. We made sure our gang that they had a 2% to 3% loss. That's the most they can lose. It's called a stop. We bought some J.P. Morgan. I gave them J.P. Morgan, BAC, Bank of America, and our risk is 2 to 3% to make 10% or more. What's wrong with that? The only thing you need to know when to get out. And that's my job. That's my chart's job, to turn red to tell us to get out. Now, the banks have to move the market. They got to move the market. Without the banks, the market can't move. So that's why they printed $170 billion to give them two weeks ago, give them that money to buy their own shares to put that stock price up. Wages, let me tell you, we're not going to grow through consumption. Our economy is not growing. It isn't. As I said, it comes from consumption. And because we have so low wage growth, you know where our consumption is coming from? Borrowing. We've never owed $1 trillion in credit cards. We have historic debt in credit cards, historic debt in automobiles, historic debt with all these credit cards that people have tied to J.C. Penney and Home Depot and Lowe's. Never in the history of this country have people had so much debt. They're dying with debt. But that's how we consume. So at the end of the month, they say, oh, look at the consumption. Our consumption's up. But they don't tell you it's only up because people have lousy wages, they have no savings, and they're happy because they're getting more and more credit cards. The real unemployment never has changed. The real unemployment rate's always been 18%. Remember this?
Don't believe those phony numbers when you hear 4.9 and 5% unemployment. The number's probably 28, 29, as high as 35. In fact, I even heard recently 42%. It is such a phony number. 5.3% unemployment. That is the biggest joke there is.
It's a joke, he says. But now he says it's true because now he's president. I hate that when he did that. But he's still, I think, one of the finest presidents ever, excluding that statement. But one thing about him, he's out there to try to get, he's a salesman is what he is. But behind that salesman, there's substance. He gets things done. Right now, I'm trying to get something done. I want you to join my gang right now. And if you don't have time to learn, then just follow the videos I put out every day with the stock. 3 times a day, I revise it, and just do what the video says. Try it now. 877-600-GANG. Please participate in these bank stocks. If you don't, it's like walking over $100 on the street and not picking it up. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.